That's where I always just go to communication. I am very big on open communication and being upfront. So when I'm working with an individual who is having difficulty in a relationship, dating on an app, whatever the case may be, I always encourage just communicate. What you're looking for, what you want, what you don't want, just ask. And my first question is always, have you asked? Or have you said that? And oftentimes it's no. And then we work into why not and what's uncomfortable about it and what are you fearful of, and working through that to get them to a point where you're not going to know unless you ask. And you're kind of only hurting yourself at that point by doing something that obviously isn't genuine to you. You're questioning it because you don't like it. It's uncomfortable. And why is it uncomfortable? Because that's not what you want. So the situationships, for example, there are people who are perfectly okay being in that type of situation, and that's fine if it works for them. But there's people who almost feel like they have to be okay with it because of the dating culture now, and it's my job to then explain to them, you don't have to accept this. And it's okay to say, what are we? And if you don't like the response, then I'm not into it. We're not going to do this anymore. I've had plenty of those conversations, even in relationships where, again, setting boundaries is totally okay, and it's coming up more often now that we're talking about mental health more. But getting people more comfortable with saying, this is my boundary, as far as saying, okay, this is what I'm okay with accepting, and this is not what I'm okay with accepting, and getting comfortable in saying that, not to feel like they're being picky or they're being shallow or whatever the case may be, but getting comfortable and confident enough to say that I'm allowed to ask for what I want and I'm allowed to ask for what I need in a relationship. I don't have to accept it just because most people are.